What's up, coaches? Thomas here from MyCoach Ai, and in today's video I want to go over your storage drive area and really creating a super awesome unlimited really storage drive area with your coaching materials so you can leverage them super efficiently. And yes, I said unlimited because in the MyCoach Ai system you actually do not have a limit to the amount of items that you can add to your own storage drive area. If you want to upload custom videos, custom workouts, files and PDFs, all of these different things, you can absolutely upload as many as you'd like. They just have a limit of 1 gigabyte per content piece. So you can't just upload a massive video that's 10 gigabytes or something like that. You would have to, for example, cut it up. But as long as they're under 1 gigabyte, you can upload as much as you want, which is really powerful. And we want you guys to leverage this and use your own resources. So let's quickly go over that. Now, what's really important to understand before we even dive into the libraries is kind of the main setup of MyCoach Ai. That's where we're on the main dashboard here, because something that is really important to note is that this top left area that we often internally call the storage drive area is exactly that. It is your main drive containing all of your coaching materials. So for example, your programs, of course, but also what they're built out of, such as all of your libraries with recipes and workouts and PDF files and everything like that, educational videos even. Right? These are your libraries that you can add to, as we'll go into in a second. But the whole idea of MyCoach Ai is that you can leverage all of our materials as well as your own materials in this storage drive area. So in the beginning, you may actually spend a little bit of additional time purposefully setting things up in this storage drive area, because at the moment, nothing affects clients. Anything you do in here solely does not affect any client accounts. The idea is that you first have this storage drive area, build it out in a super awesome way, that is then very easily leveraged throughout the rest of the system, right? Once you have this set up and you have your libraries with your own content, you have your program templates, now it is very easy to drip this out, distribute it to different clients, put it onto groups, right? This is very easy to do from there because everything in the system connects to your storage drive area. When you go make content groups, it connects to that. If you go and edit client schedules, you can add things directly from your libraries. You can, of course, leverage your program templates and add them directly to client schedules, Even in the messaging with our message actions, you will see that these are all connected to items in your storage drive area, making it super easy to leverage all of those materials immediately in the rest of the MyCoach Ai system. And that's really the purpose of this storage drive area, why you want to spend a little bit of time on it in the beginning, and why it can be an incredibly powerful tool. That's the main setup. Now, in order to start uploading your own materials and leverage them and build your ultimate storage drive area, you're going to do that in the libraries section. So we have all of these different items that have their individual library, right? Same as we can see right here. And of course, make sure that you add those content pieces to the right places. So for example, one common mistake that I see happening is that people have certain educational videos or maybe even full-on walkthroughs through workouts with multiple exercises in videos, and that they upload those under exercises. But that's something that, for example, should go under videos, right? Exercises are singular movements that we use within workouts, for example, while videos are one-off things that can be educational content or completed guide throughs that don't get included in something like workout. So that's an example of a distinction to keep in mind. But once you know where everything needs to go, it's time to start uploading your own material. So of course, your recipes in the meal section, your custom videos in the video sections we'll go to in a second, but also things like PDFs and files in the file section, and even text documents that don't need to be in PDF form. They can just be text documents directly within the system. Those are placed in the plain text library. If I go to my videos library, for example, I can, of course, for example, find the AI video section. I can find anything that I have already uploaded. And in the top right corner is where I find the ability to upload a new video. So I simply add it in here, the file, a title, a description, and then press upload. That's it, right? Again, as long as it's under 1 gigabyte, you can do this as many times as you would like. It also is not going to stall you in your progress because we do have consecutive uploading. While you are uploading one file, you can immediately go and create a new one as well for all of the content pieces. So set these up. If you're transferring things over, it will go pretty quick. quickly. And exercise is also a really interesting one. This is maybe something that you want to, upload a bunch of your own exercises. Maybe in the past you've shot a bunch of your own demonstrations. Awesome. Go ahead and do that. And of course, creating new exercises as well, which can even be done through external video links. So if you want to find them from YouTube, or you have them on YouTube, or even Vimeo or Loom or whatever, you can embed them directly in the system. So they'll play for the clients directly within the system, like any of these other exercises would. You just upload them in a more efficient way by not actually using the file, but just a link to play within the system. So that is also very convenient. And again, consecutive uploading is in place. And again, up to 1 gigabyte, as many exercises as you would like. So go ahead and build that out. For the rest of the libraries, the same thing counts. Very simple. Upload as many as you want, up to 1 gigabyte, and you do so by going to the top right corner within that library and then press upload. That's literally it. On all of these, it is going to look the same, so very easy and convenient for you to do so. So you can start uploading all of your own materials. And again, I recommend you do this. Spend some time in the beginning, build out your own libraries, implement your own materials, upload as many stuff as you want. Once you have that ready, you now have all of the building blocks necessary to go build your awesome program templates, make adjustments for clients, to leverage these in your chats. Again, you're going to be amazed by the amount of places that your libraries are actually connected to the rest of the MyCoach AI system, so you can deploy them and leverage them very easily. And that's what the libraries are, why they are so important, and now you also know how to build an awesome database of your own. So go check out some of these, go upload some of your own materials. If you're not part yet of MyCoach AI and you really want to see these libraries in action, how they can really enhance your coaching and your client experience, please come try out a free trial with us. We have one running right now, so you can just sign up for absolutely free, 14 days, try all of the features out, absolutely no limits on that free plan either, and decide if it's a good fit for you. So go click the link in the description. That will take you to our website. We have more info there too. And of course, check back with me here on this YouTube channel, because we're going to be pumping out a lot of these videos with how-tos and best practices within the system. So if you're here for that, go ahead and watch the next video and previous ones, because there's a lot on the channel already, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one.